Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another TEW2020 Predicts video here. As today we are predicting a heavily requested one. Here you go, Colton, at long last. Nikita Knight, Thea Hail, as you can see currently in NXT in September 2022. Thea Hail, IRL, a part of TEW with Andrew Chase and Bodie Hayward, of course. She shows once graduating high school, Jesus Christ, she's only 18. To go to Chase University of all the universities. A lot of good stats already, a lot of higher potential for Thea Hail. Only 18, so young. Jesus Christ. You know, being so young and having all that potential is the question of what happens. How far can she go in NXT? Can she get to the main roster? How far she can go on it? Does she stay in WWE? Does she leave AEW if Tony can't keep him in business? Impact? Elsewhere in the world, go over to Shimmer maybe or something. So many questions, so much potential. So let's go and answer it, shall we? Without further ado, also just one thing of note. I accidentally simulated a day before I remembered I had to record this. And so just to say that one day into this save, she left Chase U. One day into it. So yeah, this save starts on Monday, week 1, September 2022. On to Tuesday, one day later. And Thea Hail has left Chase U, and she's been replaced by Commander Aziz. So, you know, pretty much the same thing. Thea Hail, Commander Aziz, I'm sure we'd all agree. Also, if you're curious, Diamond Mine kicked out Damon Kemp. Smart move. They thought, you know what, instead of letting him betray us, let's just kick him out, which, fair enough. But yes, Thea Hail not in Chase U, so already off to a start in her career, so without further ado, let's have a look at the rest of it. Let's simulate forward to the end of the career of, or as close as possible, and see what is potentially to come in the career of Thea Hail. And here we are, Sunday, week 4, September 2040. MJF has just been voted on an online forum as the most entertaining wrestler in the world. Eli Sturgis quit the Fire right after their Mad Kingdom showcase, which was awesome. If you're wondering, Will Ospreay really stole the show in the Jim Perry run promotion. And Thea Hail, Nikita Knight, has retired. She got toned in her 18 years of wrestling, based in New England. Currently the 14th best wrestler in the world, so clearly she's done well. Still pretty popular, still very good stats. She's only 36. She's called it a day. She's become a manager. God, your manager having all that energy. Wow, that would be intimidating to opponents, God. And yeah, she retired literally today. I timed it perfectly. Wait, have I? To retire. I'm a month out. Christ. I'm a month out. So close yet so far. I'm a month out. She's been retired for a month. Oh well. Thea Hail, let's go through the news as always. Gets an extension. Breaks up with Cole Carter, who is 2 dimes. That's 2 dimes. They break up. Extends her contract. Gets into a new relationship in May 2026. So she breaks up in September 2025. Less than a year later, in a new relationship with Ben Buchanan, who is Brooks Jensen, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think I am. Yep, it's Brooke Jensen. She gets into a relationship with Brooks Jensen. 2 young superstars. Thea Hail IRL isn't even with Cole Carter, is she? She's with Nathan Fraser, Ben Carter. So it's a Carter, it's just a C instead of a K. So she's in a new relationship to come 2026 with Brooks Jensen. Gets called up to the main roster in May 2027, just about their year anniversary. And then she gets pregnant in January 2028. Does not waste a lot of time. She goes on maternity leave in February 2028, and she leaves WWE in April 2028. God, that's an eventful 3 months. She gets called up in May 2027. What is that? 8 months later, she gets pregnant. So 9 months after getting called up, she goes on maternity leave. And then having been called up in May 2027, April 2028, 11 months later, she is let go. Contract isn't renewed, whatever. No one hires her immediately because she's still pregnant, of course. Gives birth in August of 2028 to a healthy baby boy. So there's always that, you know. Mazel tov to Brooks Jensen and Thea Hail. She, you know, goes around a bit. She goes to Shine, tries out there, goes to AAW, goes on a little run there. And then she left WWE in April 2028, and in October 2029, which is 18 months later, she signs a full deal with Impact. So she had handshake deals to appear in Shine, AEW, but she leaves both of them and signs a full contract at Impact, you know, provide for her family, for her kid, for Brooks Jensen. God knows what he's up to at this point. Relocates to New England, where she still resides all these years later, 10 years later actually. Extends her contract, breaks up with Brooks Jensen. Unlucky Brooks Jensen. Unlucky. You're still vibing, though. God. They break up. She stays with Impact. We've got some hatred here. She had an affair with MJF. Okay, so she breaks up with Brooks Jensen. They were just raising her kid. And then, what is that? 35 months later, she has her affair with MJF comes to light, which leads to Chris Statlander and Max Caster hating her. So I'll assume that... God, I have to check this out now. MJF. So I'll assume that... God. Yeah. Okay, so the chain of events here is that Chris Statlander was dating Caleb Conley, I'll assume. And then she cheated on Caleb Conley with MJF. And her and MJF got together. And so that happened in October 2031. And then in December 2034, just over 3 years later, he cheated on Chris Statlander with Thea Hail. So MJF just bouncing from God. Well, you know what? You know, once a cheat, always a cheat. That's what they say. He cheated with God. Chris Statlander cheated on her partner with MJF, and then MJF cheated on her with Thea Hail. And the cycle continues. Not for now, though. Him and Thea Hail are still together. MJF and Thea Hail. So, love life-wise, she went from Cole Carter, 2 dimes, to Brooks Jensen, finally getting a girl, to MJF, which, Jesus, you know, extends her contract at Impact, goes to GCW for a little bit, and then retires. Yeah. Her son is 12 years old. Wow, they grew up so fast, don't they? MJF, his stepdad. God, I wonder what the dynamic is there. As Thea Hail retires. Wrestling-wise, she's picked up a few titles. Let's start with NXT, where she started, of course. A 3-time NXT Women's Tag Champ and a 1-time NXT Women's Champ. So her first title, December 2025 to April 2026. So a 4-month run with JC Jane. All her NXT Women's Tag titles were with JC Jane. So her and JC Jane obviously formed quite a unit after Toxic Attraction exploded. So that was 4 months, April 2026. Then August 2026, 4 months later, she wins the Women's Tag title again with JC Jane until December 2026. So September, October, another 4-month reign with 2 defenses that time. And then they lose that in December 2026. And then February 2027, in week 1, February 2027, they win it back. And then they lose it in week 4, February 2027. So less than a month reign for that one. For their final NXT Women's Tag title run. Before her NXT Women's title run. She wins that 5 weeks after they lost the NXT Women's Tag title. She wins the NXT Women's title and she holds it 1 month till May 2027 with 1 defense. So that's a lot of titles to get through. December 2025 till May 2027. So that's only like a 17-month spell in which she won 4 titles in NXT. Main roster bound, wins no titles there, gets pregnant, leaves, goes to Impact, picks up 4 knockout titles and 1 knockout tag team title. Her first title was that 1 knockout tag title, May 2030 till May 2031. Week 4 to week 2 though, so 2 weeks short of a year, 50 weeks. A long time still, 300 plus days. With Victoria Gonzalez, who I want to say is Raquel Gonzalez. I'm not 100, so I will just have a little look-see at that one. Yeah, that's Raquel, isn't it? I feel like I'm going insane. That is Raquel Gonzalez, Dakota Kai, yeah. So she wins an Impact knockout tag title with Raquel. And she is a champ for a little bit in there, because that is for a while in there actually. So May 2030 to May 2031 holds it a year. So in August to 2030 till January 2031. So September, October, November, December, 5 months, 5 defenses, Impact knockout champ. She is a champ. She loses that in January 2031, but then in April 2031 she wins it back. So during her reign as Impact knockout tag champ, she won the knockout title, lost the knockout title, and then won the knockout title back, and she holds it till August 2031. So 4 months, 5 defenses. And she lost the Impact knockout title in that time as well. So that's a very eventful period in her knockout career. That 12-month period. That's 16-month period. And then she loses that August 2031. and she doesn't win another championship till January 2038. So, what is that? 6 years and like 5 months. And then she wins the Impact Knockout style again, January 2038 till June 2038. 5 months, 3 defenses. And then it's a much shorter wait this time until December 2038. So June to December, a short little spell between title reigns that time. And December 2038 till August 2039. So 8 months, 7 defenses as the knockout champion. So, you know, her title reign's very compact in NXT, December 2025 till May 2027, a very short amount of time, not even 2 full years. All her title runs in Impact originally, in the space of 15 months, she picks up 3, but then a 7-year wait nearly before her next one. But still, 4-time knockout champion, 1-time NXT Women's Champion, 3 NXT Women's Tag, 1 Impact Knockouts Tag. That's pretty good. No main roster titles, which are a bit disappointing, but I mean, she has got plenty of gold, singles, 5 singles titles and 4 tag titles between Impact and NXT. Achievement-wise, she was in and out of the Power 500 at the start. Between 2030 and 2039, where she retired, she was in it every year. She didn't first get until 2025, so 2022, not in it. 23, not in it. 24, not in it. 2025, she's in it. 392nd. Pretty far down, but, you know, not in that bottom 100. She's just out of that. 2026, not in it. 2027, she's back in it. 347, an improvement. 2028, she's not in it. 2029, she is in it. 213, an improvement again. And then she's in it, and she's just on the rise. 167 in 2030, 2031, 129. Into the top 100, where she stays for the rest of her career. Which is 2032, she's 88. Drops down a bit to 96 in 2033, but then 84, 74, 59, 29, 59. And then in 2039, last year, she was 14th in the world. Which, very good, honestly. The 14th best wrestler on the planet. There she is. Above, you know, AJ Gray, Tice Alexander, Richard Halliday, Drew Casper, one of the Creeds, Brutus Creed, even. Is the 7th best wrestler in the world. Of course he is. Riddick Moss is the 3rd best. God, I'm so sorry. Madcap Moss, or just Mike Rallis, is the 3rd best. In his last match of 2039, if you're curious, he lost to Brianna Brandy, who is BFAB, to retain for the ICW American Deathmatch Championship. What a banger, what a banger. Wheeler is the 2nd best. Will Ospreay's the best wrestler on the planet come 2040. But Thea Hail, the point of this, is 14th. One above Danhausen, who is 15th. And killing it over in Impact. As Thea Hail, pretty good career. Just go over here first of all, and AEW is bankrupt, and Impact is also not here, so maybe that's why she retired so early, because usually they get to a certain age and then the company will go out of business, and they, you know, maybe struggle to get a job at that age and they'll just retire. So AEW goes out of business in 2030, a pretty early one. Probably explains also why she didn't go there at all, because they didn't exist by the time she left WWE. She was a couple years out. Mounting financial problems, of course. Tony Khan. Impact, a lot rarer site to go out of business. 2039, yeah, pretty much just went out of business. A very recent one from Impact. That's 2030. I want 2039. Mounting financial problems. A lot of mounting financial problems in this world. NWA went out of business in June 2039. So a very quick period of companies going out of business. NWA in June 2039. Mounting financial problems as well, I'll assume. Yep. Impact got out of business in December, so like 6 months later. Shimmer went out of business in October 2021, so they're already out of business, I guess, and I'm just very behind the times. Oh my god. Oh god. A lot of companies going out of business. Beyond went out of business in December 2025. Jeez. AEW though, out of business. Impact, out of business. So much out of business. WWE really the only ones standing. Honestly, number 1 in the world, of course. So much money. Steph's in charge. Big 5 of Calvin Tankman, Andrade, Juicy Finno, Roman Reigns, and Kenyatta Moshio, which, fair enough, WWE champion if you're curious, is Kenyatta, a 2-time champ, beat Juicy Fanu for it. NXT, the second biggest company in the world, every good's in charge. Apollo Crews is still a major star over there. I'm a little intrigued with all these companies going out of business. Who else is up there? Number 3 is ICW, and then BLP. Damn. ICW really taking advantage. Brianna Brandy, of course, their star, as we saw in the Tatum Paxley video. Check out if you haven't. Brianna Brandy, a shining star in the future. The prophecies have many times foretold. But it's not about Brianna Brandy, sadly. Maybe next time it will be. But it's about Thea Hail, Nikita Knight, who has retired. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of her career. You know, maybe marred a bit with relationship drama. Cole Carter, Brooks Jensen, MJF. Maybe, you know, the pregnancy and the maternity leave costing her a job in WWE, going to Impact because, well, I mean, AEW actually had a year before they went bankrupt there, so probably best she didn't go there at the time. But going to Impact, staying there. Trophy catalogue, no WWE main roster titles, but, you know, pretty dominant run on NXT and in Impact. So let me know what you thought of Thea Hail's career in the comments down below. Let me know any other superstars you'd like to see me use the magic ball that is Total Extreme Wrestling to gaze into the future and see what may come in their career. Leave a like if you have enjoyed. I hope you have, and subscribe for more. And as always, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.